Yeah, very big welcome to you, my dear Gemini. And of course, always a big welcome to all the zodiac signs that felt particularly today to get an inspiration for whatever situation you are in. Because for me, again and again, I can see in each reading that the information is also for me. And it's inspiring me to really find solutions sometimes for situations. And I also want you to know that I do not predict the future because you have to do that yourself. I'm just here to inspire you. I'm just here to give you the information that is coming down, no matter what. And I use 15 different decks, tarot and oracle mixed, going back as far as 1888 and now to the most contemporary, which is 2021. And I have the past, I have the present, and I have the future, as just that there is an inhale and an exhale, right? The inhale, I take the future. The exhale, I let that future become the past. Both are witnessed in the present moment. So in a way, it's that central line, and I have a picture at the end. It's that central line that determines what you do with the past and what you're doing with the future. And I also use the day itself where the sun is. That's why it's always called moon in Gemini. I use the day itself where the moon is in Gemini. And I use Rider-Waite to explain where is the sun and where is the moon. And of course, which is your court card. Now with the court card, remember, these are a little bit different than the month. The month is Gemini, is the lovers, but the court card has a different date, and that is between May 10th and June 9th. So you might have your birthday before or after that and still have the lovers as that main energy, but the court card is different. So you might have to look into the next reading, which is the Queen of Cups, or the reading before, which is the King of Pentacles, right? Just that you know, they are listed all below, and have a look if your birthday, of course, is before or after. Have a look in the reading before or after this one. Good. The sun has moved into Taurus. We had last Saturday, we had a new moon in Taurus. And Taurus is the center of the spring and is fixed, and you follow after Taurus, and that is mutable. Mutable means you're the end, you can adapt to the fixed sign, but you can also adapt to the next cardinal sign, which is Cancer. So you are at the end of spring, and you have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, right? So these are the three cards that mark spring, and the sun highlighting you and giving you slowly that waxing moon energy again, because we had a new moon, so now it's going again to the full moon. And it's beautiful because now these two energies together, they almost say, yes, the sun is fixing the spring, the flowers, they are able to show themselves, and with you, it's really beginning to establish itself. I mean, here it's fixed, and here then vegetation is like going out there and blossoming. So the Hierophant, Greek word for high priest, is sitting between the two pillars, and you too have two pillars in a way, the male and the female, and that's what these pillars are all about, because here you see the red roses and the white lilies. So it's the same story again between the dualities. Between the number two, we create the three. And in Taurus, there's a strong three. There's a three in his head, there's a three in his scepter, and there's a three in his mudra, in his hand positioning, right? He's the thumb in between the heavens and the earth. And he brings the message down to us. And so this is more a reading where you're going to feel what message is wanting to come down to you. Now, she is the subconscious, he is the conscious, and the guardian angel is watching over them. Both of them have respectively here their tree of life, and hers is with the eggs, with the giving life to the next generation, to the number 3. And that's why she also holds the snake here around the tree. He just has sexuality, and he's inspired by her. If we women wouldn't exist, he wouldn't even know what to do with his sexuality, right? So he has the fire, and he's the conscious. The subconscious looks up to the higher conscious, and the higher conscious looks down. So it's a very interesting story that can be told here. Very quickly, the yoga card that I did for Taurus is the pillars become the movement, the 3 parts of the movement. We exhale, come down, we inhale, come up, we get the information, inhale. The effort to go up is bringing exhale, that message down that we will then bring to the people. That's where the Hierophant is. He's in his center. He stands on a pillar that is transparent, because Taurus and the institutions, the church, the banks, they have to start opening up themselves, because we want to know what they're doing so we can stand behind them and we can be with them. People leaving the church here in Europe like crazy because they cannot stand behind pretending to be a spiritual master sitting here on his throne. It now has to become a movement, and that's how I want to show you what is influencing you through the sun. Now for you, I took one of the most difficult positions, which is King Pigeon, and I use it because the subconscious is Pisces, are the feet. You, the conscious here, is connected with the arms and the hands, and you're reaching back here to your subconscious. So there's a circle between the angel, the conscious, and the subconscious, and it's happening right here within you. And again, I like to have the energy facing each other, like it's within us to find that circle in the masculine and in the feminine. And then of course the snake and the hexagram, and giving you an idea that here are then the 2 people inspired by this bigger energy that is just right above them, or in the heavens. Whatever is happening in the heavens is happening here below too. Now, you are the Knight of Swords. Again, the May 10th to June 9th is the date. And so specifically, if the card comes up, because these I didn't shuffle, these I just showed to demonstrate, and I pick Rider-Waite because he really is the most known tarot deck in the whole world. Okay, so let's begin. I include the last reading where the sun was in Aries, and the overall message was the spiritual call of your angel has and is inspiring you. As you can see, you had here a wake-up call. You had something that was speaking to you. You've been hearing the spiritual call since your childhood. So very strong, very powerful, and I get goosebumps right away because the first row, the past, I go into 1888, and that is Oswald Wirth. His cards were used in the Rose Cross order a very powerful order of men that really knew that there is a spiritual power behind anything. And finally then they were printed in 1926, but he used them already 1888, 1889. And look what you got. Again, you got the number 20, the wake-up call, the angel that is calling you. And of course here you got a completely different deck, more contemporary, more one of the new decks that I have, but it's confirming that, looking into the past, that yeah, you had this spiritual wake-up call already in your childhood. It's here, and these are French cards, so it's saying here le jugement, right? And it means the judgment. So the angel, the angel is calling you. The angel is speaking to you. The angel is saying, wake up to the three parts of your consciousness. You are conscious, you have the subconscious, but you are also the higher conscious. So these are the three, and now the angel in this card is looking down to three people, and not only two, but it's almost saying, yeah, you are all three. So wake up. And that was in your past, that was something that inspired you. Then from Rider-Waite, as you can see, these are really big cards, and these are the small ones. It's kind of like, this is the in-between, right? So they look kind of very tiny next to the big ones. But you have the Three of Cups, which is Mercury in Cancer. So maybe you have a Cancer within you, so maybe you look at the next reading as well, because then the reading is the court card, the Queen of Cups. Now, the Three of Pentacles is Mars in Capricorn. So Mercury in Cancer, Mars in Capricorn. These are two opposite energies of each other. Cancer is the sun, is the summer, and Capricorn is the winter, is the darkest month, and this is the brightest month. So here we celebrate, we have fun, we enjoy ourselves, and here we build something, because winter is harsh, winter is cold, and we need to have some bigger meaning in our life. And you did have that. You did have that understanding, because the wake-up call was back then already in calling you, and it's calling you again, and it's showing me, yeah, to the last reading. I mean, this is really a big sign for me. So here you are celebrating that you have created something, that you have built something, that you listen to this wake-up call, that you listen to this angel waking you up, bringing you into a next level. Now look, it's a 3-3 portal, 2 times 3, which is the power, or the creativity in power. The creativity, because it's 2, in power. But look what's coming next. The world. So it's 3, 3, 3. It's 21. And the world is then calculated together a 3 again. So you have 3, 3, 3 portal. 3 times 3, which is the third chakra, which is you are totally empowered because you listen to this, because you are saying, yeah. And the 3 people down here, so there is a message into the 3, and the 3 is the Empress. The new life that wants to come forward, the new creation made out of 2. Made out of a 2, which is the High Priestess, and the 0, which is the Fool. A new beginning in spirituality, a new beginning with the 2. You see the 2 pillars from Taurus. You see that in my yoga card, the 2 pillars, you are now getting inspired to become the movement yourself, not be in the middle anymore. You are the movement. You get that spiritual message down. The guardian angel is looking at you, and it's saying, yeah, Go for it. You are ready to be that empowered being, to be the king pigeon that flies, and you fly. You're an air sign, so the king pigeon is perfect for you because it really is the most difficult pose in yoga. I mean, you gotta open your heart, you gotta open also your sexuality, because the lovers is a deep love within yourself. You are the rose. You create that rose within yourself. And so there is a succession happening and speaking to you already in a very profound way. Now, this is 1920, was published, the Rider-Waite deck, and now it's Aleister Crowley. Rider-Waite and Aleister Crowley were both in the Order of the Golden Dawn. And Aleister Crowley then, of course, created his own deck, and they were published 1969. So as you can see, you got the Ace of Wands and Lust, which is very interesting because he shifted the number 8. Lust is strength, which is Leo. He shifted them and made the card number 11. So here you have 1, 1, 1. You have 3 ones, and before you have 3 threes. So you see, I mean, your reading begins very strong and it continues strong. And I see the fire, the lust, the wanting to create, wanting to open up, wanting to ride this lion, wanting to hold the fire, wanting to hold the creativity that is coming down, the message that's coming down, that yellow arrow that's coming down naturally. We just need to go up. We need to go up with the red arrow, and that's what the sun is pushing, and that's what you have again here in the triangle that goes up. So something very strong and powerful is pushing you to really be sexually ready and open. And you always have been doing that in the past, because you know for some reason that this is a very strong and creative force. Then through Hermann Handel, 1985, 3 cards came out, and these are all German cards. I haven't ordered the English version yet, but the pictures are important, and I'm gonna tell you what each card means. Now then you have Scorpio, which is the death card. And then you have again, look at that, the strength, again Leo. So there is a Leo, there is a strong energy of creativity, there is the summer, and then comes the 2 of Swords. And if I put this card here now, you have Leo, Scorpio, and again Leo. But here you have the 11th, and here you have the old version, the number 8 to Leo. You see? So there is something also very mystical happening in your reading. There is a there is a message from me as well. Look really close, see what these numbers say, and see also, of course, everything else that is speaking here. But I gotta minimize it, because otherwise my readings, they could be 2-3 hours long if I go into all the details, but that's too much. So Scorpios here is saying, let go. Really, let go. And you did let go, because this is the past. You did let go. You did open yourself into the lust of creating, into the orgasm, into letting go, into again a sexual energy. I mean, this is like, I've never seen anything like that, right? This is the first time I get a reading like this. And then comes a peacefulness, because this is the 2 of Swords, which is Moon in Libra. And it's a peacefulness. It says peace. And it's a peacefulness that comes over you, knowing that you have had maybe an encounter with the death, and you have here very strong Leo energy, 2 times the major arcana of Leo coming to you. Aleister Crowley and Herman Handel, 2 times, the last 2 times, open your legs, let that snake open you up, which is the snake that is behind her. It's not behind him. She is the snake. She is the sexuality. She is the dark. She is the womb that we want to get in, that he wants to go inside. So the snake is here and saying, yeah, open up, let go, receive the message of releasing your energy and find a peacefulness within. Wow, I mean, you can see, right? Then in the Medicine Woman Tarot, it's a native Indian, 1988, and the beautiful thing is that this is now 100 years apart. And here you have the Queen of Pentacles, and it's saying you have the power place of the stones. There is a lot for all. There is something that you were successful in what you have built. You are successful because, again, this is Mars in Capricorn, and this is a Capricorn. This is the Queen of Pentacles, and Capricorn is you have built something so that you through the winter are not starving, that you through the difficult time are not in a difficult situation, because winter can be quite harsh, and that's why you're also building what you have been building. Good, now we go into the present moment, and here comes the number 16, Eve. And you have here Eve, the snake. She has now the snake around her neck, and she has a very exotic dress. And you have Eve. I mean, you see, this is very, very powerful message. And it might be this is the front picture of these 3 cards, because anyway, you will see there are more to come. I'm gonna maybe do it like in the last reading of Virgo. I took a picture of all and put it in the front, because they were all just really amazing. So you get Eve, the number 16, you get that sexual energy, that sexual opening. And then comes you, the number 6, love, the lovers. And the lovers, I mean, look at this. The lovers with the lion and the woman, the Aleister Crowley sexuality, but here in a much more, we are friends, we are also not just lust. Now there's a friendship, there is also, and I really feel this is very important for people to know, is that the relationship, if you begin right away sexual, it's difficult then to hold it in a friendship. It has to have both. It has to have that sexual energy. It has to have that lust. But it also has to have this, I can trust you. I can be with you. And look what's here. This is Taurus speaking. You have arrived in a totally different way. You have created a movement yourself. You have understood that you, the masculine and the feminine, is now uniting here in the center. Is this mountain. You see this mountain here between them? So let's really see for what it is that you are coming within you into a connection. And now it's getting crazy. Comes again a 16, the eagle. 16, which is then a 7, and 16, which is also a 7. 2 7s framing you, which could speak of Cancer, and also speaks of the 7th chakra, speaks of a higher consciousness. When you unite yourself, when you really, really, really find yourself, the lovers, is not about finding a soulmate. Of course, there might be a Leo soulmate, there might be a Scorpio soulmate, there might be a Capricorn soulmate, as people here, right? But it's first and foremost in my readings, the love for yourself, the understanding of you got to be united within you, the male and the female, the wild and the tamed, whatever it is that you want, inhale and exhale, male and female, up and down, right and left, etc., etc. And then this is transforming you, is giving you the butterfly, and I'm going to read you out of the animal spirit, the butterfly, which is an air animal, connected to you in a way, right? Because you are air sign, and it's saying undergoing great change and transformation. When in balance, it's cheerful and graceful. And yes, you are. You are cheerful. You are graceful. Because look at this. You got the ego. You got yourself. And you got Eve. I mean, you are 767, and this is the biggest transformation there is. This is huge. This is so beautiful. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. This is a big message. This is a 7-7 portal framed around you. The 6, the third eye. The 6 is the third eye. You see within the duality, and you have here a symbol of the triangle, and then again here a Leo symbol. I'm just seeing that, right? The triangle again, remember the triangle here is pointing upwards through Taurus, that going up, how you go up, how you using the message and bring it up. And then you have to also come down. The eagle has to land as well. He cannot always be up and fly up there. Let me see if there are any birds here right now. No, not in your reading. I did in the yoga, I made 3 birds here and 3 birds here, right? So that 3 body, mind, and spirit connected within the female and the male. The 3 and 3, the world, a cycle has closed, and then you moved forward and you kind of really became creative and sexual in your past, right? Oh my God, I mean, this reading is crazy. And now you get another 3. The same 3, Mercury in Cancer. So maybe you do have some Cancer in you, and you see the difference, right? This is 1920 and this is 1918 or 19, something like that. And you see the celebration in a different context, in a more contemporary, but nevertheless, it's speaking about, again, celebrating what you have in this row. I mean, this is really big. The transformation that you went through is like, yeah, I have my tribe, I have my people, I have the ego consciousness in Alberto Villoldo is the highest consciousness that the Incas or the Lycas used. You come up and you have that female, you have that Eve 3 times. I mean, she is like, so you or it's also a masculine energy. It doesn't have to be a woman. You are empowered. So the last row, which is then the future, is here, this card. And it's really interesting because when the card came out, there is a clinic 2 houses away from here, and the horse was making its sound. And when the card came out, literally a second later, the horse over there was, making his sound. And I see then there is a freedom coming to you, a freedom and a beginning, a new beginning, which is the 18, which is an eye. You must start from where you are, examine your situation and take a chance. Because, I mean, you can take a chance, right? 7, and then 8, 9. You go into the 9. I mean, I really see that you must take a chance into the future, leap into and say, yeah, I really do go forward. I really do want to be free. But at the same time, I also want to connect. And the freedom, it doesn't matter if it's the eagle or the horse. The freedom doesn't matter if it's between the wild or that gentle, right? The beast, the beauty and the beast kind of situation here, right? It's you have to create that. You have to be ready to say, I am the way I am. I have this lust in me. I have this lust twice in me. I open up. I'm wild. I'm free. I am ready to just go out there and do whatever I want to do. And then comes the Emperor and the Empress as the couple. Together they begin to inspire each other. They together, this is Aries, and this is not connected to any zodiac sign, but to all. So here you are. That's why all the flowers under her skirt. She is saying, yeah, build something. You guys are ready. If there is a relationship going on, and it looks like there is a relationship either with a Leo, like I said, or a Scorpio, or maybe a Capricorn. Begin to start from where you are, examine your situation, and take a chance. Take that leap. Go for it. Because then, this is the next, last 3, comes the 15, the 45, again a 9, and again a 15. And we see that 45 becomes a 9. A 15 becomes a 6 and a 6. So, your last message here into the future is saying, yes, the earth is your home. Yes, you want to have forgiveness. You want to have that pillar. You want to create out of 2 pillars 1. You want to create of 2 1, or the other way, 1, right? Together, they're together, 1. You want to have that 1 energy. You are between the 2 pillars, create with the 2 this 1 energy. And again, you are ready to see that when you're part of the earth, when you're part of the nature, then you also are realizing that you have to forgive, that you have to give this butterfly here now the chance to, which is in the past more. And here the other side, we have a tree coming, right? So the butterfly in the same position in the past, forgive, let go, realize that you are on a really, really powerful roll. And then comes the 15, like another 6, which is moving out of stagnation. It's releasing, and it's also saying, of course, dust devil. And the dust devil is something where the Capricorn energy, the church has created a devil out of him, and there's not really a devilish energy in this world. There is just energy. There is just people who use certain energy and make it something negative, right? And I see it in a different way. I see it like the lust, the 1, the magician, and the 6, which is you, the lovers. The lust, the sexual energy a male has, and then of course wants to take the female. And for me, Scorpio is la petite mort, is that orgasm, is that release, is that trusting your partner so much that you say, yeah, I almost die, because this is like a meditation. Orgasm is why sexuality is so either so holy or so dirty, is because we can for a glimpse realize enlightenment. We can for a glimpse realize a union between ourselves, a union that says, I am here. And of course, in the next month, the sun is going into your sign, and you're already, bam, getting here like a very strong energy. And again, of course, another 3. So you have 1, 2, 3. 4 times the 3. I mean, you're really making it like strong. You make this reading very strong. So forgive and move out of a stagnation and release whatever you want to release. Move out of a stagnation and say to yourself, I am ready to take on this life. So I'm gonna just read with the 15 what is wanting to say. The 15, actually the 45 first. And the 45 is saying forgiveness, making amends, and recognition of your unity. Exactly that one want, that one energy that you are putting into that movement, that you finding your rose, the center. It's again and again the same that we can learn. And 15, the dust devil, it says, embrace the chaos, trust in the process, moving out of stagnation. And this is saying, yeah, that this can create energy, right? 696. This can create movement. Movement creates dust. Movement of 2 people being strong like this, the Emperor and the Empress, respectively, coming up. Of course, the number 4 and then the number 3. Usually it's 3, 4, right? And knowing that the 9 is here again, that start is you gonna move into a whole new dimension. You're gonna really create a movement, a spiritual movement that is saying, yeah, love yourself, be with yourself, and connect deeply. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because you coming in the next reading, the sun is going into Gemini, and the sun in Gemini is saying, yeah, here you are. Okay? Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.